So at the moment, I've kind of got a foot in two different areas of writing, and I've just finished a novel which was published this week. So I'm just in the middle of going around the country and talking about that and meeting readers and doing events, which is a very strange experience because actually I finished the book over a year ago. So in some ways it's a process in which, although you're talking about the book, it's becoming more and more distant from you, which I think is very healthy. And at that moment, I think the best thing you can be doing is working on new projects and making new writing. So I'm involved in a few things. A verse drama of mine called Pink Mist, which was based on interviews with recently wounded service personnel. That's about to be produced at the Bristol Old Vic. So there I'm involved as a writer in a really fascinating sort of moment when you hand the work over to other people, to a director and a cast, and you give them what advice you can, and then you hope that it all goes all right on the night. I'm about to be writer in residence for the National Trust on the Gower coastline, and there will be two pieces of work that will be coming out of that. One will be an online film poem, which I'm really interested in. I haven't ever written for that medium before, and I think the opportunities for really experimenting with how we read and what a piece of work can do online, I think, are still there to be explored. So one of the things that we're hoping to do, I'm working with a filmmaker, Ben Ridley, and we're hoping that there'll be sort of the main poem which will operate almost as a spine, and if people want to, they can click on certain stanzas or certain images, and that will take them to other smaller poems, but also pieces of information, interviews, the people I spoke to write the poem. Then there'll also be a long essay that will be coming out of that as well. And again, working with film, I'm also about to start work on a 1-hour poem film to mark the 50th anniversary of the Aberfan disaster in Wales, which was when in 1966, tragically, a slag heap collapsed over a school and killed 144 people. So as you can imagine, that's a very sensitive subject to handle, but again, I'm excited about how we're doing that. That will begin with conversations with the community, with interviews, and then my job is to be true to what those people say, but also to distill what they say through the medium of poetry, and then give that to a filmmaker. So again, experimental, but exciting. And then after those kind of collaborative projects, I think I'll be ready to sit down and start thinking about the next novel.